Why does it feel like God's presence is fading even when you're doing everything right? The truth is, you might be pushing the Holy Spirit away without even realizing it. Let me show you how. Number 1, resisting surrender in small areas. We love saying, "God, I surrender." But do we really? Most of us hand God the keys, but we keep one room locked. He can have our worship playlist, but not the private messages we send at night. He can have our tears and prayer, but not our bitterness toward that one person. He can use our voice, but not touch our comfort zone. Romans 12:1 calls us to be living sacrifices, not partial offerings. The enemy knows he doesn't need to wreck your whole life. He just needs one unsurrendered corner. And the Holy Spirit? He doesn't force his way into rooms you refuse to unlock. Surrender isn't about being perfect. It's about giving God access to the places you'd rather keep hidden. Number 2, you're loyal to what he's trying to free you from. We ask the Holy Spirit to move, but we won't let go of the very things he came to break. We defend habits he's convicting. We hold on to people he's removing. We cling to identities he's trying to transform. And deep down, we know it. The Holy Spirit doesn't just come to comfort. He comes to clean house. But if we keep choosing loyalty to our dysfunction over obedience to his voice, we'll keep feeling distant. James 4:4 says, "Don't you know that friendship with the world means enmity against God? That means you can't build intimacy with the Spirit while protecting the chains he came to break." Loyalty is powerful, but misdirected loyalty is dangerous, because whatever you protect, you permit, and what you permit will eventually possess your peace. Number 3, living busy, but spiritually numb. You're not cold, you're not rebellious, you're just numb, and the reason might not be sin, it might be speed. We scroll from video to video, rush from moment to moment, and call it a grind. But your spirit isn't built for hustle, it's built for connection. Galatians 5:25 says, "Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit." But if the Holy Spirit is walking and you're sprinting, you're out of sync. It's like trying to stream something powerful on one bar of Wi-Fi. It buffers, lags, drops out. That's what happens when your schedule is full, but your spirit is starving. And here's the thing. Distraction doesn't always feel sinful. It looks like productivity, feels like success, even sounds like ministry. But if it's pulling you from intimacy, it's pulling you away from power. The Holy Spirit doesn't compete for attention. He waits for surrender. So if your life feels loud but spiritually silent, maybe it's time to pause, not just to rest, but to reconnect. Because the Spirit isn't found in the scroll, he's found in the stillness. Number 4, you silence that inner check. You ever walk into a room and feel like the vibe's off, but you can't explain why? That's what conviction feels like in your spirit. A quiet uneasiness, a holy discomfort. But instead of stopping, we scroll past it, laugh through it, drown it out with noise, busyness, even worship playlists, anything but obedience. The Holy Spirit doesn't shout, he whispers. And every time you hit snooze on that whisper, your heart goes a little more numb. It's like walking away from a campfire. At first the warmth still lingers, but keep walking and soon you're in the cold, wondering why it feels like God's not close anymore. Hebrews 3:15 says, "Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts." That means conviction is urgent. It's not something you schedule. And it's not just about what you do. Sometimes it's what you allow, the TikToks that entertain sin, the jokes that normalize it, the company that excuses it. Conviction isn't God guilt-tripping you, it's God guiding you, a warning system built by love. But if you keep swiping past it, you'll wake up one day wondering why the fire's gone. Not because he left, but because you stopped listening. Number 5, justifying what God already called out. We've gotten really good at dressing up disobedience. We say things like, "God knows my heart." It's just a vibe, not a sin. It's not hurting anyone. But when you start explaining away what God already exposed, you're not softening sin, you're hardening your heart. Isaiah 5:20 cuts deep. "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness." When did bitterness become boundaries? When did lust become just flirting? When did gossip become venting? The Holy Spirit isn't confused. He doesn't negotiate with rebellion. He reveals it so he can heal it. The enemy knows he doesn't need to wreck your whole life. He just needs one unsurrendered corner. What you defend today might be the very thing that distances you tomorrow. So here's the real question. What have you allowed, justified, entertained, protected, or prioritized that's been quietly pushing the Holy Spirit away? Because what you're willing to confront might be what brings him back.